What's going on, guys? I'm with the Moose, and today I'm back in my Red Sox franchise. Today we are taking on the Detroit Tigers in a 3-game set at Fenway Park. We're coming into the series at 63 or 61, I should say, in 36. They're coming in at 42 and 57, not having a good year at all. Definitely not like real life, where the Tigers are only a few games back of the Red Sox from the wild card. But leading off the first inning in the first game, Jackie Bradley Jr. taking one opposite field over the monster for a home run. He's leading off this game as Mookie Betts is getting a quick day off. That'll usually be my leadoff hitter if Mookie is out of the lineup, is JBJ, although I might have to switch up the lineup a little bit as the Red Sox did in real life. I might kind of want to follow suit because I think it would make sense anyway having Mookie hit later in the order. He's the second on the team in home runs, just like he is in real life, and honestly a lot of things are similar in real life and in my franchise. So we'll see. If you guys think I should change the lineup, let me know in the comments down below. But now in the third inning, JBJ getting another base hit, Xander taking a walk right after him. So we got David Ortiz up at the dish, 3-2 count, and he launches one to right center field. This one is up, and Jackie's holding up at second base, so I'm not sure if it's gone, but it is, as the center fielder kind of jumps into, or tries to jump into the bullpen, almost like Torrey Hunter in the ALCS a few years back. It doesn't go full in the bullpen, but it's still gone. Still get the home run now. Hopping into the seventh inning, we have a no-hitter going with Rick Porcello. He's pitching a fantastic game. Only one walk issued, so he almost had a perfect game going. One down in the seventh inning. Justin Upton at the plate, and he crushes one over the monster. That is unfortunate. I missed my pitch. I just missed it over the plate, and Upton made me pay for it. So, hey, no big deal. Had that no-hitter going. It was pretty cool. I was honestly getting kind of nervous myself that I might be able to pitch a no-hitter. I know it's franchise mode, but it still would have been pretty cool, but now in the ninth, strikeout Jose Iglesias on a nasty slider. No way he's going to hit that, and honestly, I don't even think it was really a strike, but we'll take it. Then we get a ground out to third. Moncada playing a pretty solid third base over there, getting the out there. And two down now in the ninth inning. Miguel Cabrera up at the plate, trying to get the final out of the game, and we can do just that. Xander Bogaerts over there at short, getting the easy out at first. So complete game for Rick Porcello. Only one run given up. A very, very good game for him. And should definitely be proud of that for sure, as he's been my worst starter the entire season in the franchise. Obviously, he's been one of the best for the Red Sox, possibly the best for the Red Sox in real life, but very encouraging in my franchise at least that he's finally picking it up a little bit and had a fantastic start. Now into the second game of the series, obviously 62 and 36. We're really pulling away in our division as well. Now in the top of the seventh inning, David Price on the hill gives up a base hit to center field, trying to minimize the damage we give up. Obviously, it's still a 0-0 game. Still looking, pretty paltry in terms of the offense. Now we walk the next guy up. That is not what we want to do. I said it earlier in the season, and it still remains true now. David Price's problem in my franchise has been that he walks too many people, and then he gives up base hits like this where there's guys on base. You do not want to give free passes. That is absolutely not what you want to do in baseball. Now we got bases loaded here. Jose Iglesias at the plate, 3-2 count, and we get him to fly out, but this is sadly going to drop into right field. Mookie heading over to go get that one and dig it out, but they scored two for sure easily. Pedroia relaying it to home, and we are able to get him at home plate. Thank God, avoiding 3 runs from scoring, but still 2 runs is too many, especially when we cannot score at all off of Jordan Zimmerman, I believe, who's pitching for them in this game. Now they get a base hit here in the top of the ninth inning. Tommy Lane on to pitch. A lot of my other pitchers like Craig Kimbrell, Koji Uehara have been pitching a lot lately, so we had to bring in Lane, and he just did not get the job done here. Gives up a base hit to the first guy, gives up another base hit, although Travis Shaw at first probably needs to make that play if you ask me. But now they got first and third. Next guy up gets a base hit up the middle. That's going to be an easy run across, of course, and they're now up 3-0. Tommy Lane just not fooling anybody here, and really just not making anything happen. Next guy up, I believe that was Miguel Cabrera. He's going to tap out to Pedroia. Thank God, get him at first, but that's going to be second and third now. So they're still looking pretty good. 3 runs across, and we do get a strikeout here, thank God, with Tommy Lane. So we get out of it, but, with only 1 run across, but Tommy Lane really not getting the job done for us. Now we do take a walk with Yoan Moncada here in the bottom of the ninth inning, looking to see what we can do. We're going to steal with him as well, try to get something going a little bit. I know it's not necessarily the best baseball play to do since you need as many runners as you can down 3. But I wanted to kind of spark the offense a little bit. He's on, but sadly we make a terrible decision right here. Move over to third with Moncada and easily tagged out as the third baseman makes a nice heads-up play. But Mookie is on now. He's going to ground out, or Pedroia is going to ground out, I should say. Mookie moving up to second base. Xander Bogaerts up with a 1-2 count, 2 down in the ninth inning. He's going to knock one into right center field. That's going to get down. Mookie's going to score easily. Xander up to second base, so now we're a home run away from tying this bad boy up with David Ortiz coming to the plate. You never know, you could tie it up. Ortiz strikes out on a pitch down low in the dirt, and that's going to end this one. So take a loss. Probably should have won this one. David Price kind of with that shaky seventh inning, and then Tommy Lane, kind of my fault bringing him in. But then again, like I said, I pretty much had to bring him in because almost all my good pitchers were pretty tired, and I didn't want to waste them on a game that we were already down 2-0 in. So going into the final game of the series, we're 62-37, still a great record, 25 games over 500. You can't complain at all about that. Clay Buchholz on the hill here, top of the first inning, gives up a base hit early on in this one. So I really don't want to do that. Really want to, keep the lead or keep, the game, in our favor at least early on, so that we can get our bullpen in later on and do some work. So Clay giving up a couple straight base hits. That is definitely not what you want to see. Next guy up, Victor Martinez. He's going to rip one to right field, but that would have been the final out of the inning. Mookie Betts, though, somehow just loses it in the lights or something. I'm not even sure. It's the day game, though. Maybe he lost it in the sun. And just a terrible play. And then he misses the cutoff man for some reason. Mookie just making some terrible plays. Would have easily had him at home there. Only 22 speed. I think that was Miggy running home. Probably would have had him. Instead, we don't. Now Mookie strikes out to start the first inning. Thankfully, is able to get on first with the wild pitch right there. So we'll take that. But really not the best situation, I suppose, he's getting on base. We steal with him there. I thought he was out. Somehow called safe by the ump at second base. So we got some cooking here a little bit. Down 2-0. Pedroia at the plate still. He's going to get a base hit right up the middle. That's going to score Mookie pretty easily. Then again, no, it's not. Look at this throw right on the money, but the catcher cannot handle it. Thank God we are able to score with Mookie on that one. That was crazy. Mookie has some of the fastest speed on my entire team, and he almost did not score off that because that throw was just so great. Now we do get a base hit here in the bottom of the second inning. Blake Swihart, like I've always said, just killing it from the left side. He is one of the most reliable players for me on this team for sure. Now Jackie Bailey Jr. to right field. This one is going to get down somehow past the right fielder. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's going on in right field this game. Mookie Betts making a bad play out there. Their right fielder making a bad play. Sadly, we had to hold up at first because we thought we were going to catch it, so we don't score on that one. Second and third, though, Josh Rutledge at the plate. He is going to hit one to right field. This one's pretty short. But Blake Swihart, we're going to send him. He's got some pretty good speed, especially for a guy that used to be a catcher. He's going to score right there. Very nice, tying it up. Moving along here, Mookie at the dish, bottom of the second inning still. Guy on second base, he's going to get a base hit through to the left side. We're sending him. Jackie Bailey Jr. coming around, and he is gunned out by like 10 feet. Just absolutely killed at home plate. Not even close. And that's my mistake for sending him, of course. But here in the bottom of the third inning, we walk the first guy, Justin Upton. That's not what you want to do. Next guy up, Miggy, walk him as well. That is a terrible start to an inning for sure. So like I was saying with Price, when you walk people, you give it up. And right here we walk another guy. 3 straight walks for Buchholz. That is not the name of the game. You do not want to walk people. If you do that, you're bound to give up runs, and that's exactly what we do. Victor Martinez making us pay here, hitting one down the line. That's going to score 2 easily. For some reason, they send this guy to third. Get him out for sure at third easily, but 2 runs across, and we are now down 4-2. Blake Swihart at the plate, though, from the left side. As you guys know, as I already said in this game already, when he's up against the left side, he gets a base hit for sure. Now, Jackie Bailey Jr. up 2-1 count, looking pretty good. Gets a fastball right down the middle, gets that. Gets going to get a base hit. A couple guys on now, looking pretty good here. Trying to tie this one up. That's all we need. A big hit from Mookie Betts would tie it up. And he gets just that. This one to left field. This one could get over the monster. It does not, though, sadly, off the monster. They play it really well as well. Look at this. Jackie Bailey Jr., 79 speed, coming around, and he's out by a couple steps. Another time, Jackie thrown out at the plate. A huge play by the Tigers there to preserve a 1-run lead. That is gigantic. Now Xander Bogaerts up in that 8th inning here. He's going to get a base hit through the middle. That's going to be able to get him on, and looking pretty good to start off the 8th. So Xander on first, David Ortiz at the plate. He rips one down the right field line towards the first baseman. He can't field it. That is going to give us another base runner. 2 guys on, still only down by 1, and the guy in scoring position is the biggest thing for sure. Jonathan Luke right here. He's going to fly one to right field, right center field, really. And the right fielder, another play where he has trouble with it. The third play of this game, a right fielder has had trouble with the ball on right. This time, we're messing it up. Moncada pinch running for David Ortiz, going back to second base. He's safe. Somehow they don't tag him out. And then Xander coming home. He's safe as well. That play was nuts. If you got to go back and rewatch it, definitely go ahead. That was a ridiculous play. But Travis Shaw here, tie game now in the bottom of the 8th still. Moncada at second base. He's going to score easily on a base hit up the middle. That is very nice. Now, Lucroy coming into third. He's going to slide in, and you guys are going to see this is not what you need to see right here. So Lucroy right here, not looking good. Something went horribly wrong with his foot. He tried to stand up, but could not put any weight on it at all. It does not look good. Terrible, terrible thing for us to happen right there. We traded for him mid-season to get a great hitter at catcher, and he goes down with an injury. On a play we took the lead on, a play you want to celebrate, and sadly we can't as he's hurt and possibly out for a long time. Now JBJ beating this one out at first base. Would have been a double play to end the inning. Instead, we got a 2-run lead, 2-run cushion for Craig Kimbrell, who was able to get the final out of the game on a nice strikeout, a nice knuckle curve. But sadly, we do lose Lucroy for a while. That is not good. He's going to be out for 2 to 3 months here. Definitely not what you want to see. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below and let me know who you think I should bring up at the catcher spot. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.